Sean and Carol Baker have bought this beautiful old farmhouse in Scotland. They're planning to completely change the house and their lifestyles. They want to spend more time together as a family, and they can't wait to get away from the pressures and demands of their lives as busy executives.
Phone again, always.
Hello.
That's what we're looking forward to losing.
Yeah, no.
It does get you down.
Well, they go through the letterbox.
It's August. Sean's a commercial designer, and he's busy planning every detail on this project.
It feels really nice in your hand. And we don't really do timber, and this is plastic, which is just a mat.
From samples of floor tiles and handles, to the lighting plan and room layout.
It's better to have recessed lights than pendants anyway. And the shower is set back there. That door moves over there.
Distant out. And it's all quite...
Sean's also planning a new business, a plant nursery on his 6 acres of land. He's going to resign his job when the build starts. Carol will be staying in her job in Buckinghamshire to keep the money coming in. Then at the end of the build, she'll leave her job and move up too. So come on you guys, you're basically selling your house, buying a complete new one in a different country, starting off new businesses, and you're just changing your life completely. I mean, there must be some risk involved.
Oh, absolutely.
Financial security is the biggest one. I mean, we obviously have fairly good incomes at the moment, and we're giving those up, albeit me in the slightly longer term, but that's going to be a hefty amount of money to replace, and we're going to have to work hard to get our own ventures up and running to replace that income.
Don't you think there's a danger that with everything that you're taking on, you could literally be picking up the same lifestyle and dropping it in Dumfries?
Well, the difference is that we are currently working for other people, other organisations, so we're beholden to them. Whereas if we've got these ventures, they're our ventures. We put in as much effort and work as we want to.
It's September, and 2 months after they had hoped to start work, they're still waiting for their Scottish building permit. But the couple's plans have just changed completely. Instead of Sean starting the new life first, it's going to be Carol. She's accepted a surprise redundancy offer. After a lifetime of putting work before family, she's ready for a change.
I guess I've applied for a new life. That's a bit different. But I think that the butterflies really are butterflies of excitement. I really want to kind of shake off the trappings and make that a clean break and give the new ventures 100%. Go girl! Bye!
Carol feels the difference straight away.
She said this morning, actually, before she went to school, she said, "It's so nice, Mummy, that you're not rush, 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 busy, busy, hurry up, do this, do that, phone's going, blah, blah." And the way she did it was hysterical, but gosh, it's so true.
And a month later, the building permit comes through, and work finally starts on the house in October. From now on, Carol will make regular 700-mile round trips from Buckinghamshire to watch the farmhouse being transformed. The builders get stuck in, knocking through solid stone walls and ripping out partitions. The ground floor of the farmhouse is gutted in a matter of hours. Yeah, it's not a delicate house. Strong building. It can take it. Don't worry, it can take it. And this room is not a bad size, but when that wall comes down, it's going to be huge, isn't it? On the day the work gets off to a flying start, the designer of the whole thing is not here. Now, where's Sean today? Where's he gone? You know, this exciting day, and he's not here.
Sean's on another building site, you know. Sean's in Birmingham and in somebody else's interior and probably worrying all the while about what's happening here. He'll be sick as a pig if he hasn't seen the site actually starting.
Carol's original deadline was Christmas. Delay with the Scottish building permit means that's out the window.
I've now got a new milestone date. It's Valentine's Day. I'm going to be in the kitchen cooking my husband a meal on Valentine's
How
Day.
romantic.
I hope so.
And do you think that's a realistic deadline now, taking on board all the delays that you've had so far?
Well, looking at the way the guys have started today, if they keep up this pace, then I think we could be there no problem. But, I mean, the builders, this is an experienced main contractor. This is a small job to them. And they're used to doing this kind of house. So, yeah, we're really confident that it's going to happen, and they're really confident that they can meet those deadlines.
I think it's a big job to get finished in just 4 months. The house needs new plumbing and wiring, new partition walls to be built, 3 new bathrooms to install, and a kitchen to fit. Plus, at the back of the house above the kitchen, they're building an entirely new floor to make a luxury bedroom for young Beth. Project manager Andy Hutchinson is the man in charge of the ultra-tight schedule. How realistic do you think that is?
It's very, very tight, but we're going to man it accordingly and shoot for it, you know. But I think we'll achieve it if there's no untoward circumstances come out the woodwork at us.
I mean, we're on such an exposed site here. It's freezing today.
It's relatively cold, yes. Aye.
I mean, that's like the worst time to be doing a building project, isn't it?
It's the wrong time of year, but what's the right time of year now? The weather's such bad, it's bad during the summer, so you just don't know. I mean, people ask us when's the best time to do it, but you just have to go on it. It's relative to the people themselves.
But does the schedule account for any bad weather turning up or
None
not?
at all, no. It's just tight. 15 weeks is tight to do something this size.
They may get off to a flying start, but building a new floor at the back of the house in the Scottish winter will be a challenge, as they plan to use the original stone on the outside, which looks good, but is a lot trickier than using modern materials. And still, with all this happening, Sean's not there.
It has, darling. It's completely different today as it was yesterday.
Oh, he's missing it. Poor son.
Sean finally manages to get up to Scotland with his family, now that the build has started. He's desperate to see if his ideas are coming together.
5 o'clock start this morning was something I could have done without, really, after a full week of early starts and late finishes, but desperate for sleep. But more than that, I'm desperate to see how the project's going, because there are opportunities when they're opening up walls and some of these other spaces to maybe create some features. So I want to get in there early and not miss that opportunity.
He knows how it should be, and he knows how he wants those spaces to be, and he can translate that from paper into reality, whereas I'm not necessarily going to notice something because it's not what I do. So there's something else under that ivy, Sean.
There's no wall to the bathroom.
Very quickly, Sean's modern spaces are beginning to take shape.
Open plan living.
The pokey rooms upstairs are now one giant room.
The pink bathroom suite is gone. I'm distraught.
I didn't know that they'd done that. I mean, that's great that they have, but that's amazing. It's exactly what I expected. It's great, much better space.
With the designer happy, in November the builders can now move on to the next phase, removing the roof at the back of the farm, before building a new floor for Beth's room. But as Sean's design takes shape up in Scotland, over the following weeks, his work commitments down south become heavier and heavier. He can't get away to visit the site during its crucial structural phase. So I've come to Birmingham to find out how he feels about it.
Good to see you. Do you feel like you're missing out, though, on the excitement of building your own home?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it seems really odd not to be there. And Carol comes back with photographs and She sort of texts me when she's on site to say this is what's going on and this is what they discovered or this is what we need to do. But it's not the same as being on site, that's for sure. I'm seeing Carol probably even less than I did, but we've got an end goal and we can see where we're headed, so it's a short-term pain, we hope.
Major work is happening in Scotland. The new bedroom for Beth above the kitchen is being built. But with just 3 weeks to go before the build shuts down for Christmas, there's a lot to do to get it watertight. The exterior stone walls must be built up to the new roof, and the roof needs to be insulated and tiled, and neither job has even been started yet. As ever, it's Carol who's up on site to inspect work, and she's missing Sean's input. He hasn't made a visit in almost 2 months.
I find it quite ironic that this is bread and butter to him. This is exactly what he's used to. In fact, this is just such small scale to his usual projects that he would eat it up, and yet who's actually here trying to fumble our way around it? It's me that's never been on a building site in my life. All I've ever done in terms of buying a house was walk into a new build and say, yeah, I really like the design of that one, now let's negotiate a price. That's my end of the deal.
Carol was originally hoping to be into their new home for Christmas, but when the builders shut down until the new year, the house is still far from finished, and I think it'll be a push to get it done by Valentine's Day. This Christmas, far from starting their new life together, the family prepared to be further apart than ever. Carol's decided that Beth should start the January school term in Scotland, so mother and daughter are moving up to temporary accommodation. The house in Buckinghamshire's been sold, and everything's going into storage. In January, Sean will be living with his parents.
There's probably going to be a few months I'm going to be continuing to work, so Carol will be up there with Beth, but I'll be down here.
This Christmas is a major upheaval for this family, as Sean moves Carol and Beth up to a rental cottage. Once there, the reality of what they're now facing starts to sink in.
Taking it day by day, well, I am, and I really have lost track of where I am and what day it is and where we're supposed to be, and it's just been so manic that I'm even right up to the point when I actually arrived here, I had no idea where we were going, because Carol sorted all that out, and I've just literally been told you need to be here at that time. And that's just how busy it's been. So,
It's a worry though, because we're so tired and we're just doing that kind of day-to-day thing. There's always this worry in the back of your mind that you've dropped the ball and forgotten to order something that's needed on site in 4 weeks' time. Or
the month of January will be Carol and Beth in Dumfriesshire, and myself down in the Midlands somewhere.
I think it's maybe something, actually, when I'm saying we've not planned through it logistically, I think it's actually maybe something that I'm ignoring, because I'm thinking, OK, I don't really want to think about that prospect of that time apart. Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Yay!
Yay.
It's January. For the first time in their marriage, Carol and Sean are separated, living hundreds of miles apart. Carol's up in Scotland with Beth, while down south, Sean's busy at work. After the seasonal holidays, the builders are back on the farm, and true to form, the Scottish weather kicks in, and progress is very slow. The roof's not finished, the new walls are half built, and there are gaps where the windows should be. The builders have promised that the family can move in by Valentine's Day, but Carol has her doubts, and I don't blame her.
So, as far as you're concerned, we're still on track?
It's passing that, I keep saying. Yes, we're
I'm homeless, you're all right. Going back to your nice cosy house at night.
We're going for it, aye.
I would just rather, if there's any doubt about it at all, that we know now, and we throw more people at it now, and we sort it.
Down in England, Sean's living at his parents' house in the spare room.
I never expected to be sort of living with my parents again. It's very good of them to put me out for a while, so this is my space. It's a little bit of short-term pain, but it's worth it in the long run. It does seem a bit odd, but I do have Carol for comfort in the corner there by the light, so it's not so bad.
In Scotland, the builders are making every effort to make the family separation as short-lived as possible. With improved weather, they're close to getting the building wind and watertight. Carol's deadline is looming, but this build is badly behind schedule.
One of the main reasons this project is so far behind schedule is because the stonemasons couldn't build the external walls. Now, the temperatures up here go well below freezing point, which means it's hard for the guys to work. But worst of all, the actual mortar they use to lay the stonework doesn't set. The mortar becomes brittle and the wall becomes weak.
In an effort to catch up, the stonemasons are working overtime. But for Carol, it's not just a new house she's waiting for. It's getting the family back together.
We desperately want to be in and to be living here. You know? The spaces are fabulous now. Get on, get it done, and get the hell out of here, because we want to be here. We want to reclaim our home.
Sean and Carol Baker want to spend more time together as a family. They've bought a rundown farm in Scotland and dream of setting up a nursery on the land. But to help finance the build, Sean's had to stay in England working, while Carol's moved up to Scotland so her daughter Beth can start school. It's the first time the family has been apart, and with the house far from finished and the man of the house permanently away, Carol and Beth buy themselves some more company.
Fancy seeing you again. Hello. He's just such a sweet little puppet.
The move to Scotland and working on the house has taken Carol on a very emotional journey.
You were quite a tough, hard-working businesswoman. How have you changed? Very tough.
Tough.
Very tough. Hard. Tough. Well, you were. Yeah, really tough, very hard working, really ambitious, incredibly driven. But you just seem to have completely changed already.
I don't know that my drive's gone. I think I've just been able to open my eyes to, well, there's a whole other side that I've been blanking out. You know, I've not had time for Beth. And that's not right. I mean, now that you realise you were like that, it doesn't make you very happy. And I've got some making up to do.
What's life like without Sean?
I miss him dreadfully. I really do. And this whole thing's about being together, and I need to remember that that's the end game, and that hopefully that's going to come soon, because we don't do apart. I'm just so used to having Sean around, and it's horrible to say night-night to him on the telephone. Just don't want to do it anymore.
The worst thing is it's just being away from Carol. That's the main thing. It just bothers me being away from home and from Carol, Beth and everything else.
It's late January. New windows are finally going in, but the old timber Victorian windows are being replaced with new UPVC. And inside, Beth's room on the new floor is taking shape. But what about the deadline?
So your original deadline was Christmas, and then you put it back to February the 14th, Valentine's Day, didn't you? What's happened with that deadline now?
I think Valentine's Day's cancelled. I reckon that we are a week behind anyway. I've thought that for quite some time. The builders admitted that defeat on hitting that deadline.
So when is it going to be finished?
Well, I need to be out of that holiday let by 26th of Feb, come hell or high water. So, and I can't even bear the thought of moving into another holiday let or anything. I must be in the house at that time.
But there's quite a lot of work to do. I mean, do you think that's still a realistic deadline?
Am I getting a little impractical again?
Maybe, yeah. Valentine's Day finally arrives. Carol had hoped to have her family back together today. But instead of cooking Sean a romantic meal, she's alone with the pieces of the kitchen he's lovingly designed.
Do 1 metre drawers and a standard 1 metre base.
Right.
And the 600 drawers.
It's not Carol's day.
What's that?
It's a part for your gas lifters.
All right.
This one is working. This one's solid.
I'm so bloody angry with them. I'm a bit cross with everybody today. But I'll have a romantic Valentine's evening moving kitchen units round instead of having a nice meal. So I was supposed to move in today, wasn't I, boss? I don't even think I've got any drink. I need drink.
But later that night, Sean makes a surprise visit. The first thing he wants to do is inspect the house.
Yeah.
With his keen professional eye, he spots lots of things that need finishing, like plastering, plumbing and carpentry,
Yeah.
not to mention the kitchen.
That unit there is not going to be big enough. Let's think about this. What here?
Carol's still hoping to move in on the 26th of February, but when they finally sit down for their romantic meal, Sean breaks the bad news that it's not going to happen.
It looks very finished, but it's going to be another couple of weeks, I'm sure it is.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Because the plaster's got to come in, the plaster's got to dry, the kitchen's got to be put together,
I just can't bear to move in anywhere else.
the tiling's got to be done. The speed that they're going at now, I just can't see them getting it done.
This means the farm won't be ready until at least the first week of March. The very next day, Sean has to go back down south to work, leaving Carol alone and waiting for another deadline to be missed.
I'm bitterly disappointed. I was prepared to accept the 14th would come and go and that we would move in a week later. But I just feel that now we shouldn't be having another delay. I shouldn't be having this conversation.
The new schedule means Carol will have to move out of the holiday let before the farm is ready.
It's just such a bummer, you know. I need to be in the house now. I need to get out of this limbo stage. It's not a comfortable place to be. You really feel as if you've no home. I mean, this place is actually rented out next week, so I've got to go to another cottage.
No.
Yeah, you know, I'm living out of a suitcase and I'm fed up with it. I've got about 3 pairs of jeans with me and enough knickers for the week, just about. Just like, well, I don't belong anywhere. There's nowhere to call home.
That's a nightmare, isn't it? I mean, that must be so unsettling for you.
Well, it's not something to think about when you undertake a project like this. You know, it's the rose-tinted glasses. I think I had rose-tinted goggles on top of mine and then a helmet with a great big rose-tinted visor.
It's early March and an army of trades are still on site. Carpenters are fitting doors, skirtings and worktops. The plumbers still have their second fix to do.
Have you put this down on a bit of paper then, Sean?
I put it down on 8 bits of paper.
Sean is forced to start braving the 700-mile round trip more often. He wants the project finished, and he wants it done right.
It needs sorting out and doing properly, you know.
He doesn't like the finish, and he's got a huge list of jobs that he wants sorted.
So there's plenty of these little bits that need skimming in. I mean, you still see all the fixings on the bit at the top there. Your plasterer's got the most walking around to do, because I mean, you've got stuff that needs re-looking at, you've got stuff that's been missed, you know, you've got there's a hole appeared up there, which is when that leak occurred. Like that radiator at the end there, it's on the piss, you know, and that's going to drive me around the fucking bend. I tell you, if I'm in this room, in that bloody thing, every time I walk in now, all I see is that radiator sloping down to the left. That needs setting up again. Sockets, I mean, there's loads of sockets around the house where you've got a great sort of chunk that's hanging like that or underneath it.
There seems to be a lot of work still to do, and it's Andy, the project manager's job, to see it gets done.
So what stage is the project at now, Andy?
It's just about there, very, very close. Just small items just to finish and get out of the way, really. That's it.
Now the big question is, when are you going to be finished?
Well, we'll be 99% finished internally by tomorrow night.
So when do you think it's going to be 100% finished?
100% finished as in the work that we've to do?
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, next week we'll not be here.
Next week, you can't.
At some stage of next week we'll be away. We feel we're probably where we should be, but as I say, you just got to take it on. It's a building trade, Brian. It's not banking or anything like that.
I think if I'd have been here throughout the build, then things would have been resolved by now, and I'm sure that we would have been moved in a month ago.
Really? You
Yeah.
You think that's how much of a difference you would have made if you were involved?
I think we're on our 5th deadline now. But they come and go, and it's got to the point now where nobody takes any notice of them because it's just absolute fiction. We have no absolute date, and we're told internally it will be completely finished today.
But
And
it's
then
miles off.
externally,
It's
there'll be
miles
stuff-
off.
I know. You know that. I know that. The guys in there working know that. The project manager obviously comes from a different planet.
In fact, work carries on for another month, with everyone putting in the hours. And it's April before the builders leave, and the family finally move in. It's 7 weeks since I last saw them, and I'm wondering if Sean's got the finish he's after, and if his grand plan to convert an old farmhouse into a modern family home has been successful.
Good morning.
Hi, how you doing?
you? Good to see you.
See you, come in.
Look at the size of the dog now. It's huge. You welcome.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Sean, you've had a haircut.
Yes,
You've chopped it all off.
all change.
How's it going?
It's going very well.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Look at it.
Nice, fresh, new smell in a new house.
It's light.
This is fab. What a transformation.
Just 6 months ago, this place was dark and dingy.
Oh, what a difference. This is fab, isn't it?
It's a nice space. It's a cracking space.
This is really good. When you think that you had this huge wall through here before, didn't you, where the beam is?
Yeah, this was 2 rooms.
And the fact now that as soon as you walk into this room, it feels a lot bigger, it feels a lot lighter.
Oh,
yeah.
All the natural light from these windows is just bouncing around everywhere.
It's such a contrast.
And you can see all the way through to the kitchen at the back.
Uh-huh.
I want to see this kitchen. I'm sorry, I want to talk about this room a bit more, but I can't now.
Go on.
You tend to forget just what this was like before. This is brilliant. It is really good. And the fact that you've put the top light in, that clear story glazing, which is at high level, which is it's quite a beautiful break, isn't it, between the old stone walls on the outside and the roof coming
Yeah.
in on the outside. So you get those glimpses out to the trees.
But it was
You can
so
see,
dark in
yeah.
here. They just worked so well.
Sean's clever use of light has transformed the building.
And these lights work well, don't they, on the stairs?
I really like lights on the stairs because they can be quite dark stairways.
Yeah.
And that lifts them.
I'm amazed at how light it is in here.
Yeah.
Oh, and the bathroom looks good.
It's a cracking bathroom. That's the family bathroom, and that bath, which is a double-ended bath, is so deep when you lay in it, you can't see over the side.
And this is your bedroom.
It is.
think it's absolutely fantastic. What a lovely, fresh, clean, light space.
Sean and Carol have gone for the modern look in a big way. There's a large bathroom for the guests, plus an ensuite for Carol and Sean, and one for Beth too. The new extension upstairs was built from scratch and is now Beth's bedroom. By knocking out the walls downstairs, Sean has created a massive amount of light and space. Every element is high spec. Even the fire is remote control. Sean and Carol's house may be finished, but that's still only half the story.
We just need to make sure that we get Sean here now and that we can both enjoy this.
Actually, it's quite difficult to picture myself being here for any length of time other than for a long weekend. It just hasn't happened yet, but it will.
How tough is that for you?
Being away from here, it's harder. The more finished it gets, the harder it becomes. And you sort of open another box and put more of your possessions out, and you put some of those little bits that you bought months and months ago for the house up on the wall or into a room, and then it does get harder and harder the more you go on.
You're still living with your mum and dad?
I am, but don't shout about it too loud. 42 years old, I'm living with my mother, yeah.
I am getting a bit worried about that.
So are they.
Despite their struggles, the house has turned out incredibly well. But Sean and Carol's ambitions aren't finishing there. Their plans have changed again, and this time on a massive scale. The outbuildings that surround the farm are up for sale. Sean and Carol want to buy and develop them. It's a big change from Sean's original plant business idea, and it's a huge financial gamble. If they go for it, it will have major consequences for this family. Sean and Carol Baker wanted more time together with their daughter Beth, so they set about transforming a crumbling farmhouse in Scotland into a light and spacious family home. But to keep the build on track, Sean had to stay at work in England. Now, even though the house is finished, he's still only commuting for the weekend. Amazingly, after everything they've been through, Sean and Carol have decided to take on more property. They've negotiated a deal to buy the 8 abandoned agricultural buildings right on their doorstep. It's a great opportunity and incredibly ambitious.
What have you got?
You've got a whole series of old farm buildings and a dairy, and an awful lot of hard work ahead of us, I suspect.
This bit
Fantastic.
is really lovely.
This is fantastic, yeah. And this currently shown on the plans as being a sitting room with a central fireplace, and then this quarter section gets removed and is fully glazed with views right across the land back towards the town.
I think you should move out of your place and move in here when it's finished.
Don't even go there.
Sean and Carol have big plans for these buildings. They're knocking down the most derelict parts, but they're going to renovate the rest. The plan is to transform the first barn into a house in order to sell. This will fund the rest of the project. The other 4 barns will be turned into luxury holiday lets. But the jewel of the project will be turning this round barn into a fabulous living dining room with stunning views of the countryside. And that's not all.
We've got some extra land. We've actually got enough for, we reckon, 3 new build plots.
3 new
up
build
there as
plots?
well.
Yeah.
So that's 3 new builds and 5 renovation projects.
Yeah.
8 properties.
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Welcome.
Well, because you've taken the steadings on, which is incredible news, it really is, but because you've taken that on, you're tied into work for a lot longer now, Sean.
I am, yeah.
Which compromises the dream.
Is that
Well, it does. It compromises the dream.
Yeah. No,
doesn't it?
And the very fact that we've now secured these units means that I am locked into work for a longer period than I have been previously, thinking I was going to be there. But the very fact that we can see where we're going, what we want to achieve with these, makes it bearable.
This could take a long time for you to finish these properties off here. And for that length of time, you're not going to be together.
No. Not for that length of time. No way. No, we'll sort it a lot sooner than that.
The buildings are a developer's dream. And if Carol and Sean can pull this one off, they'll be set up for life. But who would have thought that after everything this couple have been through, they'd be contemplating more time apart? For the foreseeable future, Carol will be living in Scotland with Beth. Sean will be visiting on weekends. During the week, he'll be at work to keep the cash coming in.
Sean, it seems to me that Carol's got everything, really.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. No, we know that the way that the situation is will continue for a short period or maybe a medium time period, but we have goals and aims and other projects that we want to do. So I'll just continue to do what I do for as long as I need to.
But you're still not together, are you? You're
No.
apart.
We are.
That wasn't part of the dream.
No. But it's a necessary evil. I don't really consider it that I've put a dream on hold. There still is the dream, and this is the process to get to the end goal.
And the staging's a golden ticket.
Mm-hmm. How many times do you get an opportunity like that in life?
Not on the doorstep.
No. That's one and only.
Sean and Carol's journey has not turned out as either of them expected. They have created an incredible new home, but at the price of being apart. What I admire about them most is their ability to adapt and focus in search of the ultimate goal, a better quality of life. And I've no doubt that when Sean does eventually move up here, they'll have the most wonderful life together.
Next week, Simon and Carol trade careers in IT for a barge conversion and new business in Cornwall.
Timber everywhere, there's pipework everywhere, there's wiring everywhere. My mother would not be proud.
And if you're going to make a change, why not make a big one?
Wow.